really from day one of the accident. Obviously, my mom was so instrumental in me getting better and getting stronger and pushing me. I'm definitely an optimistic person by nature, but I think it wouldn't really be right if I was focusing it just on my personality. I think it really has been a team effort. I'm Beth Kolbe from Washington, D.C., but I grew up in Ohio. I have a C6-7 spinal cord injury, which means that all 4 of my limbs are affected.
My name is Cindy Kolbe. I'm a mom, first and foremost. And when my youngest daughter was 14, we were driving back from my son's college concert, and I fell asleep at the wheel, and the car veered off the road. We hit a sign, there was a ditch. The car flipped 3 times, and we landed upside down. It was a bare field, it was dark.
I remember being upside down in the car.
You know, she's telling me she can't feel her legs, and she can't move, but she's telling me it's okay, it's gonna be okay, you know, because I was the one that was not okay at that time.
For me at the time, I was just thinking, okay, this happened, like, what's next? Like, I know I'm not gonna stay in this hospital bed forever, so like, what's the next step? For me, it didn't feel like a big tragedy that I had to accept right away. It kind of just felt like these things were happening to me, and I was just kind of going step by step with everyone's support.
So on top of all the normal feelings a mom would have in that situation, it was like, because of me, this is because of me, you know, that she's here. She never blamed me. For me in the beginning, I was just expecting any moment, anytime, you know, we're gonna need to rush to the hospital. I could lose her.
I think we've seen some parents who are a little bit afraid of their children to try new things and, you know, worried that they might get hurt or something. And of course she's a mom, she's worried I'm gonna get hurt. But I think she was always really open to these opportunities. The rehab center had a warm water pool, and I always wanted to swim in it. And I remember being like very carefully lowered into the pool and like having like 3 people in the water to like make sure that I didn't just go under. But I remember immediately feeling really comfortable in the water and really free, and you know, like I could move without the constraints of a wheelchair or just gravity. College, I met with the coach of Harvard after I was accepted, but before I started, and you know, told her all about my background. I remember going in, meeting with her with my mom, and being really nervous because I knew that I wasn't a varsity athlete, but gave me a chance. And then became a full official member of the varsity team sophomore to senior year, which was really awesome.
At the time when she was accepted, she wasn't 100% independent.
Yeah, I think it was, you know, hard and exciting at the same time. I think it was hard because we had relied on each other, right, you know, both ways for so much for so long, that I think it was definitely hard to find kind of my own way independently. But at the same time, I mean, I was in college. I wanted to, you know, be there without my parents and to do everything like a normal college student. So at the same time, I think it was exciting for me.
For a long time, Beth had already embraced the serendipity part. And once she was actively, I don't know, out in the world and making things happen and more things, it was almost like a domino effect. More good things were happening. There was still a time when I was struggling. I could see it, I could recognize it, but I was still struggling. It took me years to get to the point where I just really knew, yes, yes, she is okay, and she's gonna be okay.
my mom was such a big part of my high school and then college experience. I think that's maintained. I'm always excited to see her, and obviously we see each other less now, but I still feel like we're teammates in a lot of ways, and yeah, it's always kept us very close. Yeah.
Well, and it's fun to follow your life. It's always, you always have interesting things happening.